Honorable Senators, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech Thee to look with favor upon this Youth Impact Parliament. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in Thy sight. Give divine guidance to the Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement. Endow senators with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of this Senate, the interests and wishes of senators may be well and truly served, and their good purposes for the common human life realized in our midst. Amen. O God, grant us a vision of this Senate, fair as it might be, a fraternity of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a fraternity of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a fraternity of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service and honor shall be given to the deserving, a fraternity of peace, where the Senate shall rest on the will of its senators and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming building of this Senate of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honorable Senators, you may resume your seats. Honorable Senators, we'll move to item 2 on today's order paper, communication from founding fathers. Honorable members of the Pilot Senate of Youth Impact Parliament, on this momentous occasion, the founding architects of Youth Impact Movement extend their warm congratulations and heartfelt gratitude to each of you as we mark the final sitting of the Pilot Senate. We are filled with immense pride and admiration of your transformative leadership and remarkable accomplishments. When we embarked on this journey to empower young leaders and amplify their voices, we envision a movement that transcends barriers and drives meaningful change. Your dedication has not only realized that a vision, but surpasses expectations. You have exemplified the indomitable spirit of youth and its boundless potential to shape brighter and equitable future. Throughout your tenure, you have tackled complex challenges from climate change to social inequality to galamsey and proper family values bill. Your contributions have been visionary and impactful, leaving a legacy for generations to come. As this pioneering Senate concludes its tenure today, reflecting on your achievements, we want you to celebrate the connections that you have forged, the skills that you have acquired, and this growth that you have undergone. Let this be a prelude and not a conclusion. Youth Impact Movement remains committed to supporting you as you pursue new challenges as catalysts of meaningful change. Congratulations once again to all of you. You have made us immensely proud. With deep respect and admiration. Thank you. Honorable Senators, we move to item 3 on the order paper, communication from President. May I as well welcome you to the final sitting of the Senate of Youth Impact Parliament. As you know, the Senate is the upper chamber of Youth Impact Parliament. We have a lower chamber called the Parliament, and they are now in their 4th parliamentary year. So, I am deeply honored to reflect on our term, collaboration, impact, and communication to progress. This Senate has, as a matter of fact, anytime we meet, we have been able to achieve our purpose, as the first sitting was held on the 10th of March 2024 at the Municipal Assembly. Honorable Senators, throughout our term in office, our collaboration with the Parliament has been a cornerstone of our success. Together, we held 2 historic joint sittings as an example of our unity. And as these sittings have showcased the importance of synergy between the Senate and the Parliament, we hope that in the first Senate as well, we'll hold more joint sittings with them. In addition to the legislative cooperation with the Parliament, we also observed International Day of the Girl Child, of which you had the chair of the Senate Committee on Gender and the chair of the House or Parliament Committee on Gender and Children jointly endorsing that particular celebration. And this is basically to amplify the voice and empower girls in our world as potential leaders. And of course, I know some of you stated, currently in Ghana, we have the first ever female Vice President of the Republic. Honorable Senators, you're not happy with that? Thank you very much. I'm sure my Deputy President will comment on that. So that is to congratulate the ladies for having a full professor attain such a higher height. We congratulate you all. Honorable Senators, as well, we and the Parliament have collaborated to do the voter education series, and that came as preparation to the 2024 general elections of the Republic of Ghana. We published over 120 flyers, of which you can ascertain the impact was indeed made. Together, voters were informed, and now the 6th President of the Republic of Ghana, together with the 7th Vice President of the 4th Republic, have indeed been elected through our efforts. And also, we saw the election of parliamentarians leading to the inauguration of the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. That as well is an impact attached to this House. As our term draws to a close, Honorable Senators, all I want to say is that I want to entrust the torch of leadership to the incoming Senate. I am confident that they will continue this legacy of partnership and impact. To Honorable Senators, I am grateful to you. To all of you who came for the first sitting held on 10th March, and most of you who came for that sitting, you are still here. I myself, the current clerk to the Senate, the current assistant clerk, the deputy president, majority and minority leaders of the Senate, we are all there. Today, we bring that tenure to an end. The world awaits you for your contributions, and I'm confident that you rise in every challenge with courage and great resolve. Thank you. Honorable Senators, we'll move to item 4 on the order paper, Business Committee Report. May I invite Senator Kelvin Azameti-Mensah to present the Business Committee Report. Don't use that mic. To present the Business Committee Report.
Mr. President and Honorable Senators of the Pilot Senate, I rise to present the Business Committee Report for the fifth and final sitting of the Pilot Senate of the Youth Impact Parliament, YIP, of the Youth Impact Movement, YIM, scheduled for Saturday, 11th January 2025 at 11:25 a.m. Mr. President, the sitting will begin with prayers, as we have just observed. Following this, there will be communications from the founding fathers and the president. These messages will provide important updates on the vision of YIM and reflections on the activities of the Pilot Senate. Afterward, this business committee report, of which I am presenting as chairman of the business committee, outlines the day's agenda and matters to be addressed during the sitting. Mr. President, as we move into the core business of the sitting, a statement of the impact and challenges of the Pilot Senate will be delivered. This statement will highlight the significant accomplishments achieved during this term and the obstacles encountered in promoting youth empowerment and active democratic participation. Following this, the Appointments Committee report on senators appointed will be presented. This report will detail the process of nominations, vetting, and recommendations for the first Senate, including the names and constituencies of the nominated senators. Mr. President, the session will then proceed with the ratification of nominations for the first Senate leadership, after which the Clerk Department and Marshal Department will be officially sworn in to begin their roles for the first Senate. Mr. President, as the Pilot Senate concludes its work, senators will have the opportunity to deliver their dissolution comment, sharing reflections on the term, its accomplishments, and the challenges faced. Both the majority and minority leaders will express their remarks, acknowledging the contributions of their colleagues and the impact of the Pilot Senate on the YIP Ghana. The sitting will close with dissolution remarks from the President. Finally, the motion for adjournment sine die will be moved, formally marking the end of the Pilot Senate. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to present this business committee reports.
Thank you very much, the Senate Majority Leader. Honorable Senators, are there any comments on the Business Committee report? I'll take it that there are no comments. Therefore, the Business Committee report is hereby adopted as business to be transacted at the last sitting, which is the fifth sitting of the first session of the Pilot Senate of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana. Honorable Senators, I will do the introduction of the Pilot Senators so that we can save some time and finish before 12. So, I am Jones Amegashie-Viglo, President of the Senate. Then we have seated by my right on the table office the current clerk to the Senate, Mr. Cyril Kekeli Amevor. And seated by the clerk to the Senate is the assistant clerk to the Senate, H.E Imelda Oseifua. To my extreme right is the current Deputy Marshal to the Senate, Mr. Moses Esimenu. Yes. And then the beautiful lady in the robe at the majority side is Her Excellency Senator Deborah Nanaba Tewia, the Deputy President of the Senate and a Senator. Then we have the current Majority Leader to the Senate, who is Senator Kelvin Azameti-Mensah. Another Senator is Senator Charles Adonu, who is a current Senator. Yes. Then going straight to the minority side. I'm only introducing the current senators, okay? Going to the minority side, we have seated in the blue suit, the minority leader of the Senate, Senator Elisha Kim Kahia. And then close to him is the current Deputy Whip of the Senate, Senator Dorcas Amphobia Kwache. Yes. So these are the senators that are present in the chamber, and we'll proceed to item 6. Item 6, statement on the impact of the Senate. And that will be done by the last senator that I will introduce to the Senate, and she's in the person of Senator Faith Umaju. She will present the statement on the impact for us.
Statement on the impact of the pilot Senate of YIP. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, and honorable members of this Senate, I rise today as the senator for the Volta West constituency to present a statement on the remarkable impact of the pilot Senate of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, a part of the Youth Impact Movement. As we reflect on the achievements of this historic term, it is clear that the pilot Senate has had a profound influence on our young leaders, shaping their understanding of governance and nurturing their leadership skills. Mr. President, over the course of its tenure, the pilot Senate has proven its commitment to fostering democratic participation and offering a practical learning experience for its members. 5 sittings were held, non-virtual, with 2 joint sittings conducted with the Parliament, lower chamber of Youth Impact Parliament. This collaboration allowed our senators to witness firsthand the workings of both the legislative chambers, providing them with a rare exposure to the bicameral system of governance. Given that Ghana does not have a bicameral legislature, the pilot Senate offered a unique and invaluable insight into the functionality of an upper chamber and its relationship with the lower chamber. Mr. President, the pilot Senate has expanded the reach of the Youth Impact Parliament, positioning it as the first bicameral youth legislature in Ghana and possibly even the world. This is an achievement that has increased the visibility of YIP, demonstrating the potential of young people to participate in and contribute to governance. The experience gained from participating in these sessions has helped senators develop a deeper understanding of legislative processes and the importance of their role as young representatives. Mr. President, the pilot Senate has also provided an opportunity for our members to engage with experts from various fields. Through seminars and direct interactions with leaders from law, business, governance, and politics, our senators have had their perspectives broadened and their critical thinking nurtured. This exposure has inspired many of them to imagine a better future for Ghana, instilling in them the belief that they have the power to bring about change. Mr. President, beyond the sittings, the pilot Senate has given senators hands-on experience in leadership, decision-making, and public speaking. Many of our members have gone on to assume key positions within student organizations, departmental presidencies, and even the Student Representative Council, SRC. These further underscores the lasting impact that the Senate has had in preparing youth for leadership roles. Acting as the Deputy Executive Director of YIM in charge of Humanitarian Affairs of Youth Impact Movement, I commend the Pilot Senate for its dedication in youth empowerment and civic engagement. Mr. President, in conclusion, the Pilot Senate of YIP Ghana has demonstrated the transformative power of youth engagement in shaping the future of our nation. Through its educational initiatives, leadership development, and exposure to key stakeholders, it has created a generation of informed and empowered young leaders. I extend my sincere gratitude to all members, patrons, and contributors to this remarkable venture. Together, we will continue to forge a brighter and more prosperous future for Ghana. Thank you.
Honorable Senators, I want to thank Senator Faith for reading the statement for us. I'll take just two short comments on the impact of this Senate, one from the Minority Leader and one from the Majority Leader. Please make it short and precise so that we can adjourn before 12. Thank you very much. Senator Kim, please give your remark, a short remark on the impact of the Senate. And then we'll hear from Senator Kelvin and move ahead.
Thank you. I go by the name Elisha Kim Kahia, the Minority Leader of the House. It's coming to I thank you, Mr. President. I go by the name Elisha Kim Kahia, Minority Leader of the House. Talking about the impact so far, I would say we are actually improving about how we speak in the House and other stuff. Seeing some of our senators being engaged in public speaking and stuff, so I think we are on a course. So we should all keep it up and involve more of our friends out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, honorable senators. I'm Kelvin Azameti-Mensah, Majority Leader of the Pilot Senate. I'm very grateful and thankful for the opportunity this Pilot Senate has presented. We've engaged in intellectual discourse on governance, we've addressed critical issues, we've engaged in thought-provoking processes, debates, youth engagement, education. Overall, it has been an amazing experience, and what I would like to say is that it's a good platform to showcase your skills, to showcase the fact that you're a good thinker, you can make policies, you can input ideas and opinions on critical matters that affect and impact the state as a whole. So let's share the news, let's share the message, let's invite our friends to also engage and participate in activities like this for a better Ghana and a better future for us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the leaders. So in that one accord, the Senate is a novel thing we are doing in Ghana because not just the Senate, but the entire bicameral concept is a novelty. So all we are doing, we are the one crafting the path. That is the importance of what we are doing. And as I've told you, whatever we are doing is basically a project for Parliament of Ghana and people who will review the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And they'll take a look at what we are doing. The Chief of Staff to the Office of the Speaker is aware of what we are doing. The Special Aide to the President of the Republic is aware of what we are doing. So whatever we are doing here carries importance if you don't know. So let us continue to serve in diligence. Thank you very much. May I acknowledge one of our landlords, the General Secretary-elect for HTU SRC is here. She's in the person of Ms. Christine Amewu. Yes. Welcome very much. We are grateful. So we'll just move ahead with the plan for today. Item 7, Appointments Committee report on first senators appointed. And that will be presented to us by the chairperson of the Appointments Committee, who is also the Deputy President of the Senate. Your Excellency, can we have your report?
Hello. So before I start with it, permit me, Mr. President, to give you all a very, very Happy New Year to you all. It's been great, for all of us to come back here together as one big family. It's just by God's grace. So Happy New Year to you all. I believe the chicken and the rices are still in the house. If you know you didn't invite me, just make sure that you do that right after here. Then we just go and have a very beautiful feast, right? So on that note, thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity. Let's go straight to the Appointment Committee report on senators appointed for the first Senate of the Youth Impact Parliament by my very first serve. Mr. President, I am really honored to present the Appointment Committee report of the Senate and the Senate officers appointed for the first Senate of the Youth Impact Parliament under the Youth Impact Movement. This report reflects the commemoration of a thorough process led by the committee in collaboration with the leadership and the directorship of the Youth Impact Movement and the Executive Board. Mr. President, the search for the senators and Senate officers commenced following the establishment of the upper chamber of the Youth Impact Parliament Ghana on the 10th of March 2024. This appointment comprises all 16 regions, with each region being allocated 4 seats, namely the North, South, East, and West of senatorial constituencies. The distribution ensures that there are fair and equal presentation from across country, reflecting the diverse youth geographical we serve. Mr. President, the appointment authority focused on identifying youth individuals with a genuine interest in contributing to the Senate. As a novel concept of Ghana, the idea of a bicameral youth parliament may not immediately seem attractive as a unicameral parliament, but it is a well-established model in countries like Kenya, US, and the UK. The process also considered the commitment of youth to attend Senate sittings, which we held once every 3 to conduct business. The appointing authorities sought individuals who were willing and able to make the time for the sitting, irrespective of their geographical locations. Mr. President, Regarding the appointment of Senate officers, particularly, attending was given to selecting youth who could consistently attend the settings. All senatorial services members were appointed based on their residence in Ho, voter region, and about 75% of the caucus leadership resides in Ho. This proximity ensures that they are well positioned to fulfill the demands of their roles and maintain activities participation in Senate proceedings. Mr. President, we extend our deepest appreciation to all senators and for their interest, dedication, and commitment to the Youth Impact Parliament. Below is the list of appointed senators and their constituencies. Senatorial constituencies, that's for the first Senate. We have about 64 senators. So we have first South Senatorial seat, which was occupied by Senator Charles Adonu, that is majority. We equally have East Senatorial seat, Senator Courage Daniel Esiedu, minority. We have West Senatorial seat, Senator Evans Gidi, majority. When you get straight to Bono East region, we have South Senatorial seat, Senator Richard Aminya, who is a minority. We have East Senatorial seat, Senator Said Zakari, minority. We equally, when you move straight to Central region, we have North Senatorial seats, which is occupied by Senator Dokas Amfombia Kwachi, who is a minority. We have South Senatorial seats occupied by Senator Dennis Abenya Atezi, who is a majority. When you go straight to East Senatorial seats, we have, that is my very own self, that's Deborah Nanabateria, who is a minority. Straight to Greater Accra region, we have North Senatorial seat, Senator Elisha Kim, who is right here with us, majority. We equally have South Senatorial seats occupied by Kelvin Azameti-Mensah, who is also right here with us. When you move straight to Northeast region, we have South Senatorial seat, Senator Duros Abuka, who is a majority. And then East Senatorial seat, Senator Emmanuel Mensah Kosi, who is a minority. Straight to West Senatorial seat, Senator Edward Senya Amenu, minority. Savannah region, we have North Senatorial seat, Senator Aishatu Deni, minority. We have South Senatorial seat, Senator Benedicta Dika, majority. And then Upper East region, we have Senator Rachel Ewinsi Alabelli, who is a minority. We have South Senatorial seat, Senator Seraphine Poto, who is also a majority. We have East Senatorial seat, Senator Janet Agbazuki. And then Upper East region, South Senatorial seat, Senator Gloria Adivo, who is a majority. And then East Senatorial seat, Senator Abigail Zenye, who is also a majority. We are moving straight to West Senatorial seats, occupied by Senator Erasmus Ahenu, who is also a minority. We are moving straight to Ashanti region. We have South Senatorial seat, Senator Dr. Enyonam Gasu, who is a majority. And then East Senatorial seat, Senator Jowo Ochri Dako, minority. West Senatorial seats, we have Senator Wisdom Adamati, who is a majority. Bono region, we have North Senatorial seat, Senator Charles Mapo, who is a minority. South Senatorial seat, Senator Frank Yejusiwa, who is also a majority. And then we have East Senatorial Seat Senator Oliver Bedra, who is also a majority. Then Eastern Region, we have South Senatorial Seat Senator Linda Sewonu Dubo, who is a majority. We have East Senatorial Seat Senator Victoria Harrison, who is also a majority. And then West Senatorial Seat Senator Jonathan Nimo, who is a minority. We have Northern Region. We have straight to Northern Senatorial Seats, Senator Seraph Nimadi, who is a majority. South Senatorial Seat, Senator Daniel Legend Selassie, who is a minority. And then West Senatorial Seat, Senator Francis Kofi Kroche, who is also a minority. Oti Region, we have South Senatorial Seat, Senator Francis Gatogu, who is a majority. East Senatorial Seat, Senator Eugene Gadzi, who is a majority. And then West Senatorial Seat, Senator Mauku Afeti, who is also a majority. The Volta region, our very own region, we have South Senatorial Seat, Senator Cyril Kekeli Amevor, majority right here with us. We have East Senatorial Seat, Senator Harrison Sinano Agbeji, majority. We have West Senatorial Seat, Senator Faith Nimaju, I think she was here, who is also a minority. We have Western Region, South Senatorial Seat, Senator Michael Kwesi Fojuba, who is also a minority. We have South Senatorial Seat, Senator Salom Komla Kofi, who is also a majority. And then West Senatorial Seat, Senator Mary Gamo, who is also a majority. We are moving straight to the Western North region. We have North Senatorial Seat, Senator Newman Poko Newman, who is also a minority. And then Senator Felix Dikpo Adite, who is also a majority. And then Senator Benedict Klobi, who is also a minority. Mr. President, I respectfully move the motion that the report be adopted for the composition of the First Senate. Thank you so very much.
Here. Honorable Senators, thank you very much. One of our guests is here. May I designate the Deputy President to go and attend to him, Mr. Ralph Okoda. So please go and attend to him for us. Thank you very much. So, Honorable Senators, these are the senators that are to be part of the First Senate. And I would like to call on the Majority Leader to move the motion that the report be adopted. Please, you can use the podium. The Minority Leader can follow him so that you can second immediately.
Mr. President, Honorable Senators, I'm Kelvin Azameti-Mensah, the Majority Leader of the Pilot Senate. I hereby rise to move the motion for the adoption of the appointment report by Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. President. I hereby stand to second the motion for the adoption of the. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Senators, motion has been moved and seconded for the adoption of the Appointments Committee report. All senators in favor of this motion say aye. Not in favor of this motion say nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. Therefore, the appointments report have been duly adopted as the people who have been presented will now stand as substantive members prior to their oath. Honorable Senators, we move to item 8, ratification of nominations for the first Senate. So I'll present the Senate officers. And after presentation, we'll move ahead to approve them when I put the question. Then we'll go ahead to item 9, so that within 15 minutes we can adjourn the House, adjourn and dissolve the Senate so that we can prepare for the inauguration. So the President of the Senate will still be me, Jones Amegashie-Viglo. The Deputy President of the Senate will still be the current Deputy President, Senator Deborah Nana Abba Tewia. Clerk to the Senate, the new clerk will be Miss Ase Imelda Osifwa. The new deputy clerk will be Miss Elizabeth Kluche. The new assistant clerk will be Miss Angela Emefa Ativui. The new marshal will be Mr. Moses Esimenu. The new deputy marshal will be Mr. Prince Osei Yeboah. And then the majority leader will be Senator Elisha Kim Kahia. Deputy Majority Leader Senator Linda Sewonu-Jobo. Then we'll have Senator Cyril Kekeli Amevor as the Majority Whip of the Senate. Then we'll have Senator Dr. Enyonam Gasu as the Deputy Majority Whip. Then the Minority Whip will be Senator Edward Senya Amenu. The Deputy Minority Leader will be Senator Jonathan Imo. The Minority Whip will be Senator Michael Kwesi-Fiago. And the Deputy Minority Whip will be Senator Ashiatu Dijeni. May I, with due respect, recognize the presence of one of our guests of honor for the inauguration, although we are still dissolving the House, Mr. Rafa Koda. Welcome, sir. So he wants to watch us, the young ones, perform parliamentary duties. And I'm sure when he has the opportunity to speak, he will comment on that. Welcome, sir. Honorable Senators, this is the list of senators and leadership for the next or the first Senate. And I'll just go ahead and put the question. If you are in favor, you vote accordingly. So, honorable senators, this is the leadership for the first Senate. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Not in favor, say nay. The ayes have it. Therefore, the presented leadership for the first Senate do now stand pending their swearing in the inauguration. Honorable senators, we move to item 9, swearing in of Clerk Department and Marshal Department. May I now call on the new clerks and the new marshals to now step and come in front of the table office to take their oath of office. The new clerk is Miss Ase Imelda Osifwa. New deputy clerk is Miss Elizabeth Kluche. Please, all of you come forward. And then the new assistant clerk is Miss Angela Emefa Ativui. The new marshal is Mr. Moses Esimenu. And then new deputy marshal, Mr. Prince Osei Yeboah. Isn't this beautiful? In the parliament, you see black and gold robes. But in the Senate, you see gold and red robes. It's because the Senate goes with the color red. So don't be so, don't make it look that awkward, okay? So, I have the privilege to administer the oath of office to our new senatorial service members. And after I administer the oath of office, the marshals are already wearing their robes, but the clerks will be, their new robes will be done on them, except Angela. She will keep on wearing what she's wearing. I just want you to know the protocols. So you repeat after me. I, having been appointed to the position of, you mention your respective positions. I can't hear you. Thank you very much. Of Youth Impact Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Senate as by law established, and should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Senate and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the President of the Senate, I hereby declare you substantive clerks and marshals of the First Senate of Youth Impact Parliament. Mr. Expired Clerk, please do us the honors, and I'll call on the leaders to assist the clerk to don on them the appropriate robes. So if you don't know, Cyril will wear his robe to Asei, and Asei will wear her robe on Elizabeth, and that's all. Yes. Is this not beautiful? Like we had a choir minister here, I would have invited him or her to sing the youth anthem for us, as we are doing this ceremonious and gargantua handing over. Yes. Please, after this, you remain there for the photographer to take very nice pictures of you. We need it for our records. We need it for our records. Yes. This is so beautiful. From tall to short, right? From masculine to feminine clerks. Yes. I was being asked, why is it that there is no male clerk? As well, there is no female marshal. There is an equal balance here. The feminists, are you here? Yeah, are you not okay with the ratio? Let's give it up for them. Yes. So, congratulations to you all as you assume your new role. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So you can now assume your appropriate positions, designations, and offices. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. This is beautiful. For me today, I'm not expiring, so I can continue. Yeah, it's just a transition from one Senate to the other. So, honorable senators, we'll move straight to the next item on our order paper. End of pilot Senate business. Would skip item 10 and move straight to the minority leader's dissolution remarks. Can we have the minority leader give his dissolution remarks?
Thank you, Mr. President. I go by the name Elisha Kim Kahia. Mr. President, I stand today to give the dissolution remarks as the minority leader of the Pilot Senate. Mr. President, honorable senators, members of the Pilot Senate of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. As today marks the dissolution of the Pilot Senate, I stand before you as the minority leader with a sense of gratitude and reflection. Our journey has been both challenging and inspiring, and together we have contributed to a historic milestone as we navigate the unique experience of Ghana's first bicameral youth legislature. Over the course of 5 sittings, including 2 joint sessions with the lower chamber of parliament, we have helped bring to life a new form of democratic participation for young people. This pilot Senate has exposed us to workings of bicameral system, deepening our understanding of governance and our roles within it. This is a significant achievement, not just for us, but for all the youth we represent. Mr. President, despite the challenges that came with this new concept, we have made great strides in strengthening youth engagement and accountability. Our debates were constructive, often intense, but always driven by the desire to create positive change. As the minority, we have upheld our duty to challenge policies and highlight the voices of the underrepresented, ensuring that their concerns were never ignored. Through our collective efforts, we have also seen Youth Impact Parliament expand its reach and influence, becoming a beacon for democratic engagement and active participation in governance. Mr. President, as we move forward, I would like to thank the Youth Impact Movement, its founders, and all of its supporters for the platform they provided us to serve and lead. I also express my sincere gratitude to my fellow senators for their commitment to our cause. The impact of this Senate will resonate beyond our time here, and I am confident that the lessons learned will continue